Overflows.
Sexuality, a spiritual tool for life of bliss. Sun is still asleep, looks like waiting to get up to spread its mystical aura. Remember, sun is very romantic. Comes in the morning with one female ray. Kiran, a female name in Hindi, lives throughout the day with another female, Roshni, the light, and finally departs with another female, Sandhya, during twilight, dusk, or evening time. The real freedom. Come with one, spend day with another, and leave at dusk with another one. Seems such is our way of life and living. And still you aspire for awakening. Be a witness to all. No impression will leave any scar on your consciousness then. The clitoris has nerve endings that arrive to its erogenous zone from all over the body. For full arousal to be experienced, the woman will need full body activation. She has the potential for such a level of excitement that her entire body will feel as if it is a giant clitoris. This happens when all the nerve endings of clitoris are awakened in their connectivity to all parts of the body, including the glandular system of the brain. One of the important findings of sex researchers is that for a woman to become aroused fully in her genitals and ready for penetration by a lingam, she will need minimum 20 minutes of all over body connectivity and touch. This could be through caressing, massage, hugging, or kissing, and other forms of all body stimulation. This is interesting considering that in ancient Tantra Taoist text, it is stated that a man needs to spend time arousing the woman through the artful means and should not attempt penetration till she begs him to, with tears in her eyes. In general, a slow, tender and teasing build-up of arousal works very well for many women. It has also been found that tender, loving words can greatly excite women, and that as part of the awakening of orgasmic potential, it is very helpful to have a romantic atmosphere like soft lights, soft music, wonderful aphrodisiac scent, and other sensorial activations. Sexuality is a spiritual tool, and Tantra elevated sexual love from a purely physical act to a skilled spiritual practice that can lead to liberation and transcendence beyond. Orgasm provides a glimpse of unity and interconnectedness, allowing a person to pierce through the illusion of separation and experience bliss. Suppression of sexuality, according to Tantra, is a rebellion against this repressive orthodoxy. Tantra is a way of transcendence through pleasure. The practice of sexual union becomes a form of worship, a way to find spiritual freedom and reverence for life by moving through the pleasure of the senses. The vagina is a functional, life-giving organ rather than a source of pleasure alone. Remember, the vagina is a functional, life-giving organ rather than a source of pleasure alone. Naturally, it is insensitive to allow for the birth of a child without excessive pain. There is a myth of vaginal orgasm. Indeed, the clitoris is the primary organ for sexual pleasure, and understanding this fact could free women from dependency on men for sexual interaction. I am aware there are special ones who have understood this mystical truth. I am aware there are special ones who have understood this mystical truth, thus freed her from the vaginal sex and the need of male partner, and as a result she focuses on clitoris orgasm, for which she does not need to depend on male presence for sexual fulfillment. Even though her heterosexual interaction continued, even during her even during her heterosexual interaction, continued to vibrate her clitoris for a deeper orgasm. I repeat, even during her heterosexual interaction, she continued to vibrate her clitoris for deeper orgasm. Still, the male-female togetherness between such couple is a deep mystical plan. Natural insensitivity or vagina's relative lack of sensitivity is a scientific and natural design that prevents a woman from experiencing excessive pain during childbirth. There is a long-held belief that women could experience orgasm only through vaginal contact alone. This is not really so. The clitoris is the center of pleasure for a woman, a fact that was discovered in early 20th century. There is a long-held belief that women could experience orgasm only through vaginal contact. It is not really so. The clitoris is the center of pleasure for a woman, a fact that was discovered in early 20th century. Also, the awareness of the clitoris role is a key part of female sexual liberation because it removes the necessity for a woman to rely on men for her sexual pleasure. First and foremost, every orgasm is a vaginal orgasm because the muscles of the pelvic floor, uterus, and vagina connect rhythmically. Remember, I repeat this again, for the first and foremost, every orgasm is vaginal orgasm because the muscles of the pelvic floor, uterus, and vagina connect rhythmically. The only difference is the place of stimulation that causes it to happen. So with the stimulation, So with stimulating the clitoris, it is very easy. One of the most significant findings was that woman has a capacity of multiple orgasms. A man has the capacity for only one single orgasm. The difference is so great that once a woman knows what orgasm is, no man can satisfy her. The difference is so great that once a woman knows what orgasm is, no man can satisfy her. Perhaps that is the reason why for centuries the woman has not been allowed to have even a single orgasmic experience. Perhaps that is the reason why for centuries the woman has not been allowed to have even a single orgasmic experience. It was easy to avoid it. Because the woman has no vaginal orgasm, hence she can produce children without orgasm. Men can make love to a woman and yet prevent the orgasmic experience happening to her. She has a totally different organ, the clitoris, which has nothing to do with love making. It is a separate growth and can play a significant role in sexual fulfillment. This is significant. She has a totally different organ, the clitoris, which has nothing to do with making love. It is a separate growth and can play a significant role in sexual fulfillment. Clitoris can give a fulfillment which is not really so common. So one can become a mother of a dozen children and not know at all the experience of sexual climax because the vagina is absolutely insensitive. And this has been happening with many women around. They can bear the children but not experience sexual climax that transforms the woman beyond sexuality. Enough for now.